versus the Power Suit Samus. I love that. Let's boogie.
Let's boogie. We'll see if Shu is both starting
They both
with the Z
wanted
button,
to start with the Zair. Yeah.
but Shu missing the mark. Hitting the mark here, though, the Nair is a big conversion to the up smash. That's what you love to see at that low percent. So you can set up the juggle. Teaser with a big get off me of the screw attack, though, is going to be able to stifle some of that aggression.
That's going to be really, really important because anytime that ZSS does land on you and is not feigning a cross-up just like that, right, when there's really no chance, it's really your only amazing out-of-shield option. Maybe against a taller character, sometimes you can justify that fair out-of-shield as well, but generally that up B is your biggest life.
These up B out of shields or up B preemptively, as well as these short hop up airs we've seen from Teaser a little bit, or forward air, to call out Shu going for landing aerials is going to be huge. Because so much of what ZSS has to do is landing with an aerial takes a lot of time to set up. But once it hits, you kind of have to just hold that on block.
And you know, ZSS playing against a tall character, right? That's where she gets to live her best life. Against the short character, she really struggles. I love the aggression.
Just not quite able to find the mark, but we are getting the grab. Teaser mashing for his life. Doesn't end up mattering. Getting the setup into the back air. Shu with the first stock. Sitting at a high percent, though. Teaser can answer back pretty quick.
You know, this is something that I was noting back when I saw Shu playing earlier against Beastly, actually, was that she's really, really good at particularly calling out your timing. Doesn't really focus as much on the positioning, but she has clearly shown that she can do that as well. Teaser right now trying to bite into this first stock, but Shu, with all that maneuverability as ZSS, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Nair being a great option to cover there because it can hit front and back, but not going to be enough to catch this first stock from Shu. Teaser, though, still playing close to the chest, very low percent, finally connects that up throw. Even stocks, not a lot of damage dealt.
It's a big match for both of these players. We mentioned that both of them are, not super frequent to get top 8 at a major stage, right? And this is a big opportunity for them to make a really big run. You look at the player cam during this first game, and you can tell how badly the both of them want it.
Yeah. This is the same place in bracket as the last match we watched, but the vibes are completely different.
Super different. Because there you're going for, okay, top player versus a huge underdog versus kind of two underdogs facing off against each other, and it's kind of, and pick your poison. Who's your favorite player here, and who do you want to see move on? And the crowd is pretty divided so far.
Absolutely. One of these players fighting for a potential breakout Mona. And here we are. Shu with a little bit of a lead going in here, 85%. But sometimes I feel like it's better as ZSS to have your opponent in that 30-40 range so you can get some of the bombastic combos.
It's kind of similar to, like, Marth or one of those setup characters where you're like, once they exit the percent for your actual confirms, you're like, uh-oh, well, now what do I do?
Now I got to play fairly for a while, and that's crazy. But setting up these back airs are definitely going to be potent. Falling down with the first hit of forward air. Chasing so far off stage. That's a down smash. That should be the stock. And it does all connect.
Cannot give that up against ZSS because, like you're saying, you need those setups sometimes, and especially when you give her the opportunity to stay grounded and get something like that, that's huge for her. Right there, forward air is not going to be enough without any rage. ZSS extremely light. I think one really huge thing for Shu in this matchup, we're seeing it there, is she does get ticked out into the blast zone. Final hit of that forward air brings us to last stock, but one of the biggest things for Samus, Teaser's playstyle in particular, is those ledge traps, and Shu has been able to just kind of maneuver around them as she pleases.
Yeah, I feel like Teaser has done a great job of catching Shu's jump-ins with just either raw throwing out the charge shot or these preemptive aerials or uppies. That's going to be huge. Oh no, Shu, where are you going?
Too low. Too low indeed, and I'm not talking about the short stop from her home state. That is an unfortunate SD to drop that game one, and that's not the first time I've seen that today from Shu either.
No, I mean, that's one of those gambits where if you hit it, that'll absolutely end the game, but if you lose it, it'll absolutely end the game. The question is, did it have to be all or nothing in that moment? I don't think it did.
I thought that she was playing the matchup extremely well, and I don't think that, like you're saying, there wasn't really a need to sort of, push the button. Also in game one, right? Like, there's one side of the spectrum, which is to say, well, if I get some crazy stock, right, to end that game one, that's a ton of momentum. But also, you're kind of the one controlling the momentum in a way when you're playing ZSS because you're hard to lock down. You kind of choose when most interactions happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see if we can continue some of the momentum of the ZSS should be exerting here, or if maybe Shu thinks too hard about the end of that last game. We're hoping not.
I'd bet not. I think that's just that wake-up call of, okay, if I'm going deep off stage, I need to be on top of all my resources. Because that's one of the things about ZSS is that recovery is amazing, but only when she has access to things like the flip jump and the double jump and all those things.
Absolutely. You got to have all the puzzle pieces, like we were talking about with Ike a little bit, actually. Ooh, okay, just enough timing to get up, not get hit by that down smash.
Frame one jab, baby.
Feet back on the ground. Do not want to give up the normal get up against Zero Suit Samus. It's one of the deadly sins.
I actually love when we're seeing a little bit of grounded patience from Shu as this up B's not going to be enough. Samus pretty heavy when donning that power suit. Man, teaser going really low. I love forcing the issue there from Shu. He's now just trying to keep that center stage control. It's very easy for teaser to use one of those projectiles to fight it back, or even that down air, but Shu right back into the driver's seat.
That Nair turnaround was definitely intended to be a back air. Could have been a huge hit for Shu, but now just flipping over the Zair, that is a good way to get things going. Looking solid, high percent, so teaser could definitely answer quick, but this is the same as the first game, right? Shu starting with the momentum. Like you're saying, Zero Suit can kind of set that pace. It's all up to Samus playing the more defensive archetype to catch on to that.
It's on teaser right now to make this comeback start. There's that forward air to do it. The stocks go back to even, 0% apiece. These two have just been so evenly matched so far. Like, the way that last game ended, like, we really could have been seeing a last stock, last hit for 5 straight games. Teaser getting those ladders going. Didn't want to use that double jump. Maybe wanted to catch an air dodge or something, and nonetheless gets to continue that advantage a little bit longer. Shu really on the back foot.
Catching the landing once more. We're seeing so many of these nairs get met with a charge shot. This one gets dodged through, but the jump gets caught. See how we're going to escape the corner, flip jump to the other side, and catching teaser whiffing. But again, getting a little bit too close. That screw attack has a great get off me. Teaser's been doing such a good job of keeping Shu outside of the zone that she wants to be in.
Honestly, I'm very impressed with the teaser's play around the scrambles. No double jump right now, though, so Shu trying to go real deep and does. My goodness, what a statement with that flip kick, and that is going to give her a lead.
A huge commitment as well, because if that does not connect on a body, Shu is careening off stage, I believe without a double jump at that point, in a terrifying situation.
Going back towards the stage even, but there's so much ending lag that even without a double jump, teaser can probably get the KO off of that anyways. Seeing him not putting pressure on that ledge though, so Shu able to get off back to center stage and even trading with that grab, which would have been the end of the stock. That is now the privilege of that screw attack as we go to last stock game 2.
Shu starting it off with a little bit of a two-piece here, 63% on teaser, climbing and is able to flip way out of there. No grab for you.
Teaser starting to catch on with the parries on these Zairs, at least not giving that free shield damage, right? I mean, obviously not able to get much except for maybe a couple inches of positioning, but nonetheless really making it work for him. And that's why he was so successful on that stock 2 before Shu just took it from him.
Drifting back a little bit, but finally falling into one of these up airs. Teaser once again calling out Shu's timing, jumping in, trying to go for these landing aerials.
Spot dodge could have been a big moment for Shu to get right back into this one. No tech chase here. Teaser right back on his feet. Now an opportunity.
See how he goes. Goes for the jump here. Shu gonna wait for that landing to try to catch. Looking really solid. Second hit of the forwarder doesn't connect. A little bit of a scramble after the bomb.
Shu needs to be much more careful around those bombs in the air as we go to that last stock, but that back air does send us to an even game 3, 1-1 in the set, and again, just so dead even, well fought between these two. It is such a privilege to watch people on the same level compete for just that one spot in the bracket.
One more movement in that bracket placement, absolutely. At the end, we saw the back up connect because Teaser was trying to continue doing what he's doing, call out those landing aerial timings. Dash attack connects, that might have absolutely been it on his side of things, right? But not committing to the aerial, staying a little bit more floating, and then coming back down to punish Teaser for overextending with a dash attack. That's why we got it 1-1. See if Shu's going to continue that momentum, since Shu really has been the decider of both game 1 and 2 this far. Yeah. See if Teaser can be one to
the West Balls took 8 stocks in one game, right? It's kind of the same thing. Yeah, well, Smashville for game 3, and this is a place where Samus can get some crazy combos, and I mean, it's impossible to approach when she's sitting behind that platform.
That's huge.
Unless you got something like that.
That's so huge. Big momentum swing for Shu. Now can sit back a little bit more and not worry as much about jumping into these charge shots. What a setup with the whip.
Mine is a little better. Mine is just a little bit better. That's what Shu's saying right now. And Right back on the ledge, jumps right into the missile. Big opportunity for Teaser. I don't believe she has her double jump. Is able to make it back though. Teaser definitely way overcommitting in that moment and eating some big damage in return.
Yeah, it was a big weave back from Shu to not fall into the forward air because she knew she didn't have much resource, and a quick back air catching Teaser. Playing off stage with the bomb. This is a gigantic lead for Shu.
This is, I mean, this is Shu playing at maximum confidence. And that's normally something that I don't always see from her, but she is feeling it right now.
A character as well, not just the player Shu here, but the character in ZSS lends themselves to that, where momentum just starts to swing extra heavy.
The Melee players are chanting for a 4-stock. That's not even
It's
possible.
not even possible.
Guys, come on. Tuesday was right. They really do love chanting. Nice recovery onto the stage. The crowd's going nuts.
You can tell the Melee players are chanting because they have never seen that before. But that is a classic. We love to see Shu playing with heart, going so deep for that one.
My God. I haven't seen a ZSS move like this since Bars, but Shu says, hey, you better keep my name at the forefront of your mind because I can do everything you can do and maybe even better.
Absolutely thinking that deep nair could have connected into the back air, but Teaser had just enough time to block it. Absolutely Shu's game to lose at this point, playing from so far ahead, but playing with heart. That's a big whiff. Gonna be a nair. Not gonna connect all the way. Hold on, what resource do we have?
Do have the flip jump so you can always get back to the ledge there. Nothing big here. Does get the down throw. Last time we saw that double jump back with the back air, so Teaser really respecting it, but dread it, run from it. It will still come all the same. That back air connecting. This crowd is loud for Shu. See Kronos and the rest of the gang out there just absolutely beside themselves. Shu needs only one more game to move on.
Playing absolutely ferociously.
Can I give you a little pet peeve of mine?
Yeah.
Guys, you're supposed to go, let's go, Shu. Don't stretch it to 2 syllables. It's one syllable. They're trying to stretch it up. There are hardly 2 letters in that word. Like, bring it back, man. But I digress. That's a pet peeve. Dude, I feel like we barely said Teaser's name at all in that last game.
Yeah, that's because he didn't do a darn thing.
He
that
didn't
whole
do
game.
anything. That's what I was saying. It's like,
Got
it was not about him. He is not the main character right now.
Not right now. Maybe he has a chance to earn it in this next game.
Teaser arc incoming.
I'm just saying, before the entire set began, when they both sat down, Teaser looked puzzled. Now I get why.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, we remember how soon we may forget that game 1 could have easily been Shu's as well, because that ended on an SD.
Absolutely.
And Teaser said, okay, I got overwhelmed on Smashville. Make the stage bigger, please.
Please, I need less I need less chances for any nair to be my doom. Oh, but getting run down all the way to the ledge regardless, you're gonna need a little bit more than that!
He has his double jump, and I was thinking that, okay, maybe he still has that, but man, Shu, I mean, even if you don't get the stock, 57%, nothing to sneeze at.
Absolutely not. 57% and a ledge drop opportunity. Didn't convert, but still big position. Shu's still converting off the side, though.
God, this is just such trouble for Teaser this whole set, man, because I think the biggest thing that defines his gameplay to me is those moments where he gets things rolling and he does 80% or a stock off of just one hit, but watching him play today, he's playing against characters that can do that a little bit better than him.
Big setup. I love that Shu continuing to play with heart and going for those high-risk options, right? If you miss that, boost kick, you're in a rough spot.
And that does not work typically against high-level players like Teaser unless you have broken their confidence and you are playing with some of your own. My goodness, if you try to tell me that Shu is not confident right now, you're insane.
She is playing out of her mind. Even giving up the ledge trap does not matter. She is on the aggressive. Teaser finally has a word to say about it. Get off of me, screw attack, please.
Crazy that that's basically all Teaser can do to get some footing in this game, though. So deep. It's ridiculous. Staying alive, Barry.
That's it. Oh,
Teaser's got a mash. And that's going to get him that stock, too. Wow.
Shu Electric continues to fly down with the invincibility immediately on top of Teaser. No room to breathe. And catching the jump from the ledge. What resources do we have here? Just drifts back to the...
Oh my goodness. Go to the blast zone. Go to bed. We're only one stock away from Shu putting this set to bed, and sounds like 3 people in the crowd really want that.
3 people.
Okay, now it's a few more.
Yeah. It always takes one originator.
Somebody has to start.
Oh, this is a big start. Big up B, though, to punish the Nair a little bit too high on the shield because we were trying to get that conversion.
Actually getting up that charge shot, which has been almost a non-factor this entire matchup.
What an
And Shu,
empty land. What an empty
amazing
land.
spacing. Take this damage.
Teaser back to the ledge. Shu gonna call the jump hard by not dropping through the ledge.
That's like a Jedi mind trick if you get them to jump into that. Like, you have a second to react to that.
But I would still believe it could happen the way that Shu has been playing and forcing Teaser into position left and right. Goes for a little bit of the charge, though we don't have to be put in a tech scenario. Guns at the ready.
I love the non-committal F tilts there too. You don't need to do anything too big because you know that it's only going to take 1 or 2 more hits and you've got this set in the bag. But Teaser's not done yet. He has still got fight in him. He did take that first game as well. So one more, he sends it to a game 5. Finally connecting a big charge shot here, but it's not enough to get the stock done.
Shotgun blast going to get you back into center, but man, you really are not quite able to capitalize where you want to as much as Samus here because, like you were mentioning before, the ledge traps aren't as strong against a character that gets away for free.
Teaser getting that charge shot once again as a little get off me. Not going to commit to anything like that grab because he knows that anything with a little bit of end lag and Shu could definitely end this game right now.
Oh my goodness, Shu going all the way down. Absolutely zero fear when selecting that option the second the smart bomb started, and Teaser